Okay, guys, this is it. This is the day where we're gonna go ahead and put this TV TCL 55605 Roku TV by TCL, which is HDR and Dolby Vision, with 72 local dimming zones. We'll be testing the local dimming zones of P55605 Roku TV versus this one right here. You can see the reflection versus SONY X900E 55-inch that has total of, I think, 48 local dimming zones. And we're going to go ahead and do this. We'll check both TVs with my Oppo. I have my Oppo set up down here. Remember, I'm doing this for the demo purposes. This room, it's only dedicated for my workplace. I don't sleep here. This room is my workplace, workshop. I spared this room just for my workplace. Okay, so that's what this room is. So we're gonna do this test. Okay, we're gonna do this. Let's not waste any time. We'll use a Dark Knight Rises as a reference. We'll put it to A and B. We'll look at the same scene. We'll check it on both of these television sets. So let's get on with this. It's 1 minute, 30 seconds. Let's not waste any time because I only have 20 minutes to go. Let's do this. Okay, so I have my Dark Knight Rises ready here. And it's going to be put right here on my Oppo. So let's do this showdown between these two monsters right here. Let's do it. Okay, so I purposely turned the lights off to make sure that this room it's very dark. And here you're looking at TCL 55-inch 605 TCL Roku TV with 72 local dimming zones. This is looking at it from the center. And I have to tell you, the deep dark levels on this TCL are pretty remarkable, man. Those 72 local dimming zones really look great on a TV that's only $600, and it comes with Dolby Vision. Dolby Vision, okay? And it's only $600. So TCL is doing it right here. Now I'm going to go ahead and move to an angle to see how it looks from an angle. This looks pretty good, even from an angle, man. Very impressive. And I purposely chose Dark Knight Rises IMAX dark scenes at night, and I purposely made sure that the room it's dark. Look, it is not an OLED pitch black deep dark levels, but barely. I mean, you really have a hard time looking at any of that bleeding light here. You're not gonna find it. Those 72 local dimming zones are excellent here. They're excellent, as you will see as I'm moving around. No matter which angle you're looking at it, it just looks great. This looks excellent. Even from up here, man. Even from up here, it's still great. Looks great. Let's go look at it from this angle, like this. And even from this angle, yeah, man. Look, guys, I don't know how much of this my camera can capture. I am using a low light, but I can tell you that very impressed, man. This TCL, very impressed. Very impressed. And I only spent $500 on it. I didn't pay $600. I got it for a really good deal for was it September? It was like some fall sales, during the fall before the holidays. They were doing some sales on it, and I got it for like $100 less. I got it for $500. Okay, so let's look at the same exact scene, and let's compare it with Sony X900E. We'll do the same angles. Like I said, I purposely made sure that the room it's dark. This room where I do all my workshop here on these televisions, I purposely made it dark. And I purposely chose dark scenes with a lot of vibrant lights and these cops with these LED lights chasing, so we can check and see if there's any bleeding light. Remember, we're looking at local dimming zones here. This one has a higher local dimming zones, so obviously this one will have a little bit better viewing angle and deep dark levels because of such high local dimming zones that it has. For a television that has Dolby Vision, it's only $600. I can't fucking beat this. Sorry for the cussing, but this is an excellent price. And it comes with a Roku, fully fledged Roku 4K built into it. All right? Now let's go move to a Sony X900E. All right, so here we are on a Sony X900E, and god damn it, this looks really good too. I mean, but look, I expect Sony X900E to look really good on the deep dark levels. There's some reflection in the back, you know, so don't worry about that. That's because I forgot to put my shades all the way down. So this is Sony X900E, and looking at it from the center looks pretty darn good. Now let's look at it from an angle here really quick. Looks good, man. Even from an angle. I'm really over here on an angle. Looks good. Now, the one thing I noticed on the Sony X900E here is for whatever 40-something local dimming zones that it has, it looks pretty darn good. But I did notice that the HDR pops much better here on Sony X900E than it is on TCL ROKU 55. Now, TCL ROKU has a good wide color gamut. It's not the greatest wide color gamut ever made, but it's a good wide color gamut, a standard wide color gamut. Okay, it's not as good as the Samsung KS8000. KS8000 has the best wide color gamut because of quantum dots, but I did notice that Sony has the HDR pops a little bit better. That's because of that X1 processing chip, okay? So the HDR here pops really good, but local dimming zones here are great, man. Here I am, even from this side, looks pretty darn good. Now, it is not OLED, okay? There's still backlit. There's still light here behind the panel. So you're always going to have some sort of a light. But the dimming zones are doing an excellent job, so it is not like edge-lit where it's like total garbage. Here, you're good, man. It has an excellent local dimming zones. The deep dark levels are really nice here. The color pops. It pops really good, man, here. Love the color, the HDR. It's really good. And this is what you're going to be getting on Sony X900E. You'll be getting a really good viewing angle, local dimming zones, and you can also adjust your black levels. That's something that you can't do on TCL. You cannot adjust your black levels. You can only set your local dimming zones to high. Here, you can adjust your black levels. There's more features built into Sony here, which I don't have time to go through all the features that it has built into it. That's going to be a separate video where I'm going to go ahead and do an official review, 42 minutes. I'm going to cover everything on the TV. But look, Sony X900E. If you can get it for $900, buy it. Buy it. End of story. For $900, I'll use some cussing words here. It's the best fucking TV deal you're going to find. For $900. Okay? For a 55-inch. I think I said enough. Okay? And you're going to get an excellent 4K HDR. So when you're viewing these 4K movies in HDR, with Sony here, you'll be getting an excellent quality here. And here I am watching The Dark Knight Rises. This is in New York. Gotham, quote unquote, Gotham. And it's at night. Look at these lights and everything, man. It just looks amazing. Actually, I'm sorry, this is not New York. I made a mistake. There were some scenes that were filmed in New York and Chicago, but this is in LA. This chase was in Los Angeles. I'm sorry. It was in LA. I remember they were talking about it. They had to shut down certain roads in downtown LA to film this scene. So this was in LA. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. This is Los Angeles. Quote unquote, Gotham. Okay. Anyway, whatever. You guys can find this out. Go to the IMDb, and you can find out where it was filmed and all that. But anyway, let's look at it again from the angle. Like this. It looks pretty good, man. And this is why you want to stay away from an edge lit. Okay, the Samsung KS8000 just you're not gonna get this type of quality. With Samsung KS8000, you're gonna get that horrible viewing angle. This whole thing will be bright, will be filled with brightness, okay, because of the stupid edge lit. I hope that Samsung will never ever, that no company, manufacturer of televisions will ever, never make another edge lit TV. If Samsung KS8000, if this TV right here, hold on, let me show you. If Samsung KS8000 didn't have this ridiculous edge lit, this TV would be perfect TV. But because of the edge lit, it's just, it's hard to give it a great score. It is a great TV. I mean, it is a good TV, but it could have been greater if they didn't implement that stupid edge lit. All right, so the next test is going to be how they look when everything gets lit up. Okay, now you're looking at the TCL 55P5605 when everything gets lit up and how they look like from an angle. Now we're looking at the center right here. And look, guys, for a $600, this is an excellent entry-level 4K TV. You're getting both formats, static metadata, dynamic metadata, meaning dynamic metadata Dolby Vision with static metadata HDR10. So you're getting two HDR formats, okay, for the price of $600, on top of 3 HDCP 2.2 HDMI inputs. And if that wasn't good enough, they implemented fully fledged Roku 4K Ultra built-in hardware for you to take the advantage of Roku 4K. So for $600, with 72 local dimming zones and a standard wide color gamut, which has a decent peak brightness, about 800, I think, 800 nits, this is excellent. This is an excellent deal from Roku. If you want to get your feet wet and you're looking to kind of step into 4K, this is an excellent TV. You don't have to go with a 55-inch. You can go to 65-inch, but it'll cost you a little bit more, I think $800. So it's worth it. And you're going to get a really nice viewing angle here, no matter which way you're looking at it. You're not going to have any bleeding light here. It's going to be great. Okay. So it looks great. Even from this side, when I'm looking at it, it looks really good, man. Barely any bleeding light, man. It's just, I mean, you're not going to watch it like this from this side, but let's say you're one of those guests that squeeze in way out in the back, and you still be able to see it like this. Way back in the corner, you still will be able to see it. That's the beauty of our full array of local dimming. Local dimming zones. It looks excellent. Look at this. You could have easily mistaken this for an OLED. Like, honestly, if they went to, like, let's say 489 local dimming zones, I think you could have easily mistaken this for an OLED. So is this an OLED? Because I purposely chose this dark scene. On a Dark Knight Rises, on an IMAX, I purposely chose this scene because it's in dark. Cops are chasing Batman. All of the flashy lights from LEDs on the top of the roof of the car of Gotham PD, red and blue flashy LED lights, strobe lights, very vibrant lights reflecting the night, and the lights overhead on the night streets here. So it looks great. It looks excellent. Okay. Here, and I can do this all day long, and you will see that this is great. So who wins here? I know you guys want to know now, but who wins? Well, you have to look at it in terms of value and money. In terms of value and money, for the price you're paying here, you're getting more value. Why? Well, I just told you. You're getting two formats. You're getting Dolby Vision, HDR10. You got a fully fledged Roku Ultra 4K HDR Dolby Vision hardware built into it. And you get 72 local dimming zones on top of a 3 HD CP 2.2 inputs. So for $600, 55 inch, this is a no-brainer. But then again, you want to come back to this one here. What about Sony X900E? If you can find it for like really cheap, like I did for 800 or even 900, go for it. Go for it. Okay? But if you're going to spend $1,300 brand new for X900E, don't do it. You're better off with this. Okay? Because you're getting a much better value here for $600, and you're going to save about what? Let me see. Close to $700 you're going to save, okay? So $700 you're going to save if you go with this. If you go with TCL. But remember, I got this for a really good price, guys. I got it for $800. All right? Even this TV, I got it for like a really good price. This Samsung KS8000, I got it for, what was the original price? Original price was $2,000. I got it for $1,600. 65 inch. In 2016, brand new. So I got a good deal on this too. Now, these are pretty hard to find right now because I don't think you can find them in stores. You might have to like buy them through eBay or some other outlets that are pretty hard to find. Okay. Relax, don't worry. If I reach 100,000 subscribers, maybe one day I'll do a giveaway. Okay, do some giveaways and shit. So, what's the bottom line here? Which one should you go with? Which one of these babies should you go with? Well, as I just told you, my personal opinion, you have to look at two things. Value, money. How much you paying for this versus this. They're both 55 inch. Now, I know this one has X1 processing chip, has other features as well, but it doesn't have Dolby Vision. Here, you're getting Dolby Vision, and you're getting the Roku Ultra streaming in 4K HDR Dolby Vision. Here, you're getting a Chromecast, but Chromecast, it's okay. Nothing to write home about, okay? Here, you're getting Roku. On top of the 72 local dimming zones. This one has, I believe, only 40 plus. If I'm wrong, you guys can correct me, but I think it's 40 something, 40 plus local dimming zones. Bottom line is, this one has more local dimming zones. They both look great. Both of these TVs look great. But remember, original price of this baby, it's $600, and I only spent $500. So when you're shopping for TVs, you want to get the best possible deal. And don't tell me, oh, I have money. Money is not an issue. Bullshit. Money is always an issue. If you can save $1 or $2, why wouldn't you save $1 or $2? Why would you waste your money? Okay, so the bottom line is value, money. And at the end of the day, I cannot make that choice for you guys. It's you that's going to have to make that choice at the end of the day. What do I want to buy? Remember, you're the one that's going to be watching that TV. You're the one that's going to be sitting there watching it, not me. I'm not going to be in your house. I'm never going to see you or your house or your TV. So you're the one that's going to be watching that TV. So you got to ask yourself, what's it worth it to me? Okay, I'm just here to give you guys my opinions. What this video, this 20 minutes I just did here, it is just my opinions. At the end of the day, it is going to be you that's going to have to make that decision, not me. I cannot make it for you. I know a lot of you have been bugging me and asking me on forums and Facebooks, Mr. 4K, what should I do? What should I do? I can only give you my opinions. I cannot tell you what you should do. I can't do that. Okay? Because it is you, your money, your taste. What's it worth to you? Okay? They're both great. Oh, look, 1, 2, 3. All three of these TVs are great TVs. You're not going to make a mistake by buying either one of those three. But they do have some differences, some negatives. There's no perfect TV. Okay, I want to end this video by saying there is no perfect TV. Every TV has its positives and negatives. But at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, what is it worth it to you? What's it worth it to you? I'll repeat again. What's it worth it to you? It is you, my friend. You that's going to be watching that TV. Or my lady. Or whoever. You are the one going to be watching that TV, not me. I'm just here to give you some tips, to give you some opinions, because I have these TVs. And remember, I bought all of these TVs with my own hard-earned money. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm here to tell you exactly how I feel about it. And having said that, I'm going to end this video on that note. So there you have it. Hopefully you like this video. I know this video has been requested. You asked for it. I deliver it. There you go. Thank you for watching, guys. And I'll catch you on my next video. Stay tuned. Most likely it will be a Blade Runner Dolby Vision versus HDR comparison between this one and that one. Or even KS8000. We'll do some tests, okay, between Dolby Vision and HDR. Other than that, thank you for watching this video. And again, thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Take care. By the way, I'm using my GoPro Hero 5 black camera to do this video. Thank you.